What's up, everybody? It's me again, and it's time to lean in, bitch. I'm here with Jamie. I'm here with Danny. Hosting this show for not Potomac Child, Beverly Hills. Episode just went off. Child, listen, it's been so much.
Look, it's
Housewives,
been a week.
Housewives has been overwhelming this week, and so it's been a lot. I really was trying to sneak a little bit of the what's it called of watch what's happening live, but I know folks you waiting, child. So I said, let me get on here. Let me go ahead and join. But eventually. I mean, we are approaching the finale. So, nonetheless, episode 19, the finale is next week. Danny and Jayne, how y'all doing today?
I'm vaccinated. Fully boosted and vaccinated.
Yes,
So
vaccinated.
if I pass out in the middle of this, y'all just let me be.
Okay.
But at least you got vaccinated to come be with us,
You
Helpers.
got vaccinated
You
to come
got
be with y'all.
vaccinated. You want to know about the girls' trip. Obviously, we're talking about Potomac if you watch other franchises, because that honestly is the highlight of the week to me. I've watched it now 6 times, and I can't stop
Actually,
watching.
actually the month, but
Yes, that was
Karen.
yes.
God bless them.
But we're here to talk about Beverly Hills. And like I said, I am relieved and glad to know that the finale is next week.
I'm drained.
I am happy because it's just been a long season. And after tonight's episode, it just proved that they need to go ahead and wrap it up. I'm sorry. Like they just, I don't understand. So
tonight's episode could have been 20 minutes and we would have got everything we needed.
exactly. I don't know.
Like
I don't know.
tonight's episode kind of was it was borderline. It tried to be like a fun, funny girls trip where everybody was just having a good time, but then production wanted it to be like this dramatic peppering in Erika's like storyline. And I think after watching Sunday's episode of Potomac, where everything was just funny and fun, shade and light, like it really showed me that not every franchise can pull off having like a comedic episode. And Potomac worked because everybody there contributed to that entire like 1 hour.
You gotta edit too. You gotta edit.
Yeah.
You know, I think editing. We've had some Housewives episodes in the past where they've edited some stuff, so that made the episode even more enjoyable. Because like we talked about, we didn't want that episode to end. And Beverly Hills has given us some good TV. Now that's why I act like we had it. It wasn't edited the same. It's just I mean, it's 18, 19 episodes. They were in the damn pandemic. It ain't that much going on in the damn pandemic.
There ain't that much going on. Oh, shit.
So that's why I see comments saying that I love this. Ayurveda said that she loved it. If you like the episode, great. It wasn't a bad episode. Fun. It just was probably, I'm just ready for the season to end. I'm ready for this 4-part reunion that I'm going to be tired of. Because I know the last time we had a 4-part reunion, it just was
first 2 episodes are
it's just dragged out. But I did read today that Erika Jayne actually gets into it with what's his name, Andy a lot. So that's gonna be interesting. Like verbally, they were going back and forth. That's what they say. I just read the blogs like everybody else. But yes, Ayurveda, it is a 4-part reunion. So I don't know how we're gonna do this over here. I would like to clump them, but we will see. Because if it ain't that good, you better know we're gonna clump them as we need.
Absolutely.
Or shorten the lean that night.
Yeah. Okay.
Look,
probably no call-ins
at all. Y'all call into the reunion. We don't need y'all's feedback on this one.
But I will say for reunions, I do like to have fun and like play games, stuff like that. So it's typically pretty fun. So yeah.
Reasonable, shady.
Yes, exactly. Or whatever games like we come up with stuff. I know Antonio was in the chat. He's played. And Danny, I think we all have it. We've all done something. So yeah, we've all done reading. So we know how it is. And I kind of wanted to start talking about Sutton and Brenna from last week. But before we do, of course, don't forget to like this video. I see people are coming in. As you come in, like the video while you're there. Don't wait. I know some of y'all watch on y'all TVs. Okay, well, get on your phone and like that video. Okay.
Don't be a hater.
Don't be a hater in 2021. Don't be what Giselle said the other girls was. Because if you a hater, you ain't using my bathroom either.
You can't piss in my house.
Hating on this.
But let's just kind of get into the episode. I do want to say that Sutton is the MVP. As you can see, sometimes I have mood as I think, but to see Sutton on that scooter again, I was just like, oh my God, that was me.
That's your scooter sister. That's your scooter sister.
That's your kindred
That's my
spirit.
scooter sis. So I stand Sutton even more now because of the scooter and her pushing through the trip. I don't think she had a good quality scooter because I didn't see no basket. And
Okay, it was getting hit on rocks, and it was catching. The wheel needed some lubrication.
It gave me it wasn't hers.
You're not made for that. Like I've fallen over a few times, so it can happen.
It gave me the hotel gave it to her.
It can definitely happen.
They just had it on hand.
Yeah,
right.
It didn't look like it was her. She had a wheelchair. Trust me, she didn't want to walk.
Yeah, right.
But Garcelle told her, no, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not pushing you around.
So let's just kind of skip around or whatever. So basically, in the beginning of this, Erika announces that that the judge granted Tom's brother a conservatorship, and basically they're going to try to put him in a home. And look, right, that's how I feel too, Danny. And so, adding to that, Lisa basically explains the whole story as we heard earlier about the snow. And I was confused. I was like, I thought they already talked about this, but I guess they didn't go into detail. But you notice how everybody looked when they said snow.
Bitch, Crystal's face dropped. Crystal said,
right. So that's why I be stuck on that snow comment for weeks. It's like snow in LA, even close to LA, it's just not possible.
I just don't understand how even Lisa saying that, like verbally saying it, I would have stopped in my tracks and be like, hold up, did I really just say all this mess? Like the thing exploded in his eye and his cataract, and like, come on.
Yeah.
Well, who said it? Who said Erika's story is unbelievable because there are parts of it that you just don't believe? Like, it doesn't sound believable.
Was that Kyle? No, it wasn't Kyle. It was
Dorit.
Kyle kept bringing up all the mess anyway.
It
Kyle
was one of them.
I think it was Dorit.
I think it was Dorit.
Okay. Yeah, one of them said, and I was like, didn't you already say that like 2 episodes ago? Antonio said Kyle said it. Okay, so Kyle said it.
But y'all won't say this to Erika's face.
Of course. Well,
you said it 3 times.
This episode, they was talking a lot of smack because she wasn't there.
A lot of smack.
She wasn't there. And I'm just like, I don't understand what got y'all to this point so we had to believe it, but that's fine. They question it. But I know this when Sutton was like, she wanted to ask a question, and Garcelle was like, girl. Wrong road.
There was even that part where, where Erika was telling Kyle about all the conservatorship or whatever. What did Erika say that you could tell stopped Kyle in her tracks, and Kyle wanted to say so bad that she did not believe what Erika was saying? But Kyle just kind of was like, okay, yeah. I have it written down in
there was something last week, right?
No, it was at the beginning of this episode when at the very beginning where Erika was sitting down with Kyle. I'm a horrible recapper. I can't even remember the things I'm trying to talk about. Comments?
Yeah.
Can someone help us out? Production, can y'all roll the tape?
Because you're vaccinated.
I'm vaccinated.
Right, she vaccinated, child.
I'm hallucinating.
But I mean, it was kind of weird because I don't know if it's the same scene or not. When she no, that wasn't it. That was a later one. I'll get to that part later because we skipping around. But there was a point where she said something, and then she kind of like, "Oh yeah, he wrote out a." I'm just like, "What the hell wrong with this girl? She's crazy. She's losing it."
she was on one tonight. She was
on a lot of things. A lot of things. She probably had some one of them edibles or whatever she be taking, child.
She put more of that THC goop on her stuff like she did at the beginning.
I think she got vaccinated before coming.
Kyra said she was talking about her not getting any money after the trustees.
Oh, she said my lawyer, when I told my lawyer, I just want to make it out. I don't care if I make it out with nothing. My lawyer told me that's the bravest thing I heard. And Kyle looked at her like, sis, I need you to be more self-aware. Just be self-aware.
So here's the thing. I just wouldn't vocalize it because even going through this, of course you're still going to worry about yourself and what's going to happen to you. That's a normal reaction, but just don't vocalize it so much. Like even
not on TV.
It seems like she vocalizes the wrong things and vice versa. It's like later on, that's where Lisa was kind of saying that she hasn't said anything about the victims because maybe her lawyer is still not saying, because basically they would say that she was guilty. Do y'all think that's true?
No. Because she even
is like, child.
She even said it. She made it like she was a victim kind of thing. She goes, "I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. If I don't say something about the victims, I'm uncaring. If I do, they think that I'm guilty." And I'm like, "That's really not how it goes."
Let's be very honest. It is very clear.
Antonio.
It is very clear that her lawyers have not told her anything
At all.
Because
well, you know what? I think they may have told her something in this episode. I think she made, and that little break she took, she got some good ass news. And she came back like, okay, you know what? Maybe I'm not going to jail today, but I'm gonna go next year. I got a little time to play.
No. When I say they haven't told her nothing, means I don't feel like they've ever told her what to say and what not to say.
Somebody's talking to her. I don't know who.
Because she sits there and says, "I have zero money, but you have 2 assistants with you that you had to
at all times. Here. You're getting your makeup done.
They're not traveling for free,
but you're getting your makeup done."
Oh, I was gonna say that. Like, why are you the only person here with like a whole glam squad, and you supposed to be the brokest?
Kathy Hilton doesn't even have a glam squad.
Kathy Hilton.
Granted, Kathy slept 2 days out of the trip, like she didn't need it.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Besides her butler, the fan also deserves a diamond. Her fan, Kathy's fan.
Kathy's oscillating fan.
It was on the floor again. She had it with her in the first trip, and it's the same fan from Walmart.
That thing is loud. That thing is so loud.
It's from Walmart.
When Kyle opened that door, it said.
But I tell you what, I felt the coolness coming out of that room.
Oh, baby, that room was comfortable.
Oh,
Kathy
baby,
was sleeping good.
She was asleep.
Kathy was sleeping good.
So then, and then of course, like now this part, I was looking at Sutton like, Sutton, you got to learn. Sutton is responsible for a lot of it because it's like she's basically damn near repeating the same steps again. When she goes
every new line,
read the room.
Talking to Dorit and Kyle in this room, you talking to the same 2 people that threw your ass under the bus for the same type of thing. I would, I literally, honestly, I would say, you know what, I'm gonna hop my ass somewhere else. I'm gonna sit there and do this. But it's like
I'm rolling out.
They was trying to set Sutton up though. I think it was a lot of producing going on in this episode because you had Kyle and everybody.
Kyle brought it up 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, everybody was waiting on Sutton to speak, and it's just like y'all trying to create more drama. Y'all really want this girl to continue to get bullied because the real bully is Erika, and it's just like it's sad. And poor Sutton.
Baby, I couldn't have been Sutton.
And y'all know Sutton can't help herself. Y'all know Sutton can't help herself.
Because I'd be like,
Sutton gonna talk.
I'm not talking in front of y'all. Baby, y'all can't hold water.
Yeah, I didn't get that. I didn't get that at all. Not dimwit. Dimwit appears to have a great glam squad, but ain't have no way in the ponytails that tight. Dorit probably likes to take credit for everything she does or tries to act like it, just like to take credit of those wedding dresses because we know those not hers.
Kavita, whatever her name.
I think she'd.
What's her name?
She'd rather everybody think that she does her own hair, her own makeup, and styles her own self. I really think she does, and we know that's not true because she's not.
Because we've seen your face, Erika. We've seen your face out of makeup. She couldn't even put on that lip gloss.
No, we're talking about Doritos.
Dorit. We've also seen Dorit's face without makeup.
And I don't want to again.
She don't do that.
And I don't want to again.
I don't stop that. Well, which face? The one before Housewives or after her second season? Because those 2 different faces.
There's more. Which face? Which accent?
There's more. The Israeli face, the American face, the English face, the French face.
I do want to. So at the actual dinner when Erika rejoins, this comment was kind of striking to me because this is where Erika fixed her mouth, and she says basically he's done so much good for people. They should help out. And when she said that, I'm like, help a criminal. Like, what are these people like? I understand if he's a lawyer and he's done so much good. It's just like anybody. Let's say somebody's all this good and bad child. Like, come on now. You cannot sit here and say that on national television. That's just another lack of empathy for the victims. And it's
lack of self-awareness.
You've kind of said to yourself, oh, I think he's innocent, or like, come on, girl. And that's what I'm saying. Like, she is all over the place.
It's giving
R. Kelly.
It's giving
Bill
Kelly.
Cosby.
R. Kelly wrote all these hits and helped people. Nobody's there for him now. Girl,
Bill Cosby made the Cosby
Bill Cosby
Show.
did so much good, child, but he didn't deserve to be. No, just saying.
No, lock his ass up. Lock his ass up.
Lock him under the damn jail.
Yep.
He needs
or
to be
if
in
you
the
don't,
old folks jail, or in the
if
old
she doesn't want Tom to go to jail,
Yeah.
give the victims their money. There it is. An even playing field. Keep Tom out of jail and give them people their money.
And like Dr. C who says, Erika, why don't you do something? Why don't you go help him?
Because she has $0.
Child, please. Who's paying for the Glam Squad? Because they don't get those Real Housewives checks until the episodes air.
Well, because I have a theory. I don't think that those are actual people who have graduated from cosmetology school. I think they're putting in their practice hours on her face.
It don't matter
because it looks really uneven.
They still got to travel.
They look uneven. She booked them on Spirit. She put them on Spirit. They got a buddy pass.
Wait, her Glam.
But Spirit costs more than zero. Spirit costs more than zero. Spirit costs more than $0.
She's got vouchers.
Yeah, and this was the part where they were repeating the story back to her, and she started like kind of giggling at it, like, "Oh, yeah, that's what happened." I was like, "Okay, she's losing it. She's crazy." And then did you see where Sutton brought up Denise to the comparison and how the women were like? This whole scene was cringy. I thought they were very fake. Literally, go ahead, tell another one, and I'm like. There was nothing funny, she said, nothing entertaining.
Yeah.
I mean, I get that you want to be, if there was a better time to help, I guess uplift your friend and keep her from being down, it was much sooner than now. Y'all have so many facts to where she's like wrong.
It's the end of the season.
Yeah, like there was a point where she may have looked more innocent, but now that things have rolled out, it's like I don't understand why now y'all want to support her and keep her from being, her to have a good trip. I didn't understand that.
It's just like this whole episode, like Kyle and Dorit are fake as fuck, but Kyle was being extra fucking fake this episode.
Very fake.
Extra fucking fake. From that dinner
not MC Hammer.
Where she called out Sutton for not talking because Sutton was trying her damnedest not to put her 2 cents in on this story that's being told. Like from calling that out to, I'm just like, Kyle, like at this point, you're not even trying to hide that you're a messy ass bitch. Like, my God, no wonder your sister doesn't fuck with you.
It was the wine. It was the wine.
It was. She didn't have anything. She was sipping
wine.
I hate her.
Kyle was swallowing.
I didn't see that because I don't see it for her. I actually, when she comes on my TV, I put a piece of paper over her face, her part of the screen.
Please take a picture next time.
Are you gonna watch her get killed in a Halloween movie?
I will have my phone out and record that. I'll bootleg that shit.
I was gonna say
that online.
You go to the movie theater, you're actually supporting her, so you don't want to do that. Dude.
Damn it. You mean I have to watch it at home on Peacock? God damn.
Jailbreak.
I'm not getting. Well, the Housewives All-Stars is coming. So one of us got to get Peacock, and then we gonna share it.
It's $3, bitch.
That's fine.
We can go 3 ways.
That's not. I'm Erika Jayne. I'm broke. I don't have
if anybody in our comments wants to sponsor the lean, sponsor the lean. We'll
sponsor the lean.
Sponsor the lean. Peacock, can you hear us?
Andy, send us a login.
Send us a login, girl.
Because I'd be dead if I subscribe to anything else.
God damn it. I might as well get full on cable at this point. Shit.
I got all of it. I'm just like, ooh, Chad.
Oh, you got money. I thought you had $0.
I have a boyfriend. That's what I have.
He has a top.
What Candace say? Where's my pimp? Oh,
Mia said that.
So then after this little dinner, whatever, after Kyle and them were being fake, what's her name? What's the girl? Erika with her jokes, which were not landing. I didn't think anything was funny or fun in that moment, but they all were laughing.
Nothing of the sort.
That was the moment I realized, you know what, I am still watching a pretty much predominantly white cast because it was so fake. That would have never happened on any of the Housewives, and I was like, you know what, this is Beverly Hills. Okay, yeah, now I know what I'm watching. It's cute for them. Now, Garcelle and Sutton the next day are talking, and I thought the way they edited last week,
it was so messy.
They were going to have it to where they were talking like some real Cash Money shit.
Yeah.
And then she heard them, but that's not really what happened. But I also didn't like Garcelle's wig. It was terrible. Actually, really bad.
It was windy. Like
it was not windy.
So
on the patio.
Garcelle has not had good hair all season.
She doesn't have a glam
mind
squad.
her little updos and stuff like that.
I like her
bring the hair
confessional
down.
look. Her confessional look is good with the red shirt with the hair down. That's pretty.
When she brings the hair down, I'll be like, "Oh, sorry, Garcelle, no."
Y'all are so rude.
When she had the hair, when she had that hat that had the hair sewn into it,
Danny.
when Erika told her, I do mind.
Danny,
told her what? Her hair?
Please,
no, when
Danny.
Erika was telling her that she minded her sharing Tom's information, that wig. I didn't like that one.
Where they got done hiking. They got done hiking.
I don't think she needs a better stylist. She needs to find out how to do just home glam. I think
she needs to go spend some time in Atlanta.
Makeup
with our
wise,
girls.
she'd be fine. I think just her hair, I think that was the same wig she had on when Erika went off on her in Palm Springs with the little hat thing on her head.
That's what I'm talking about.
She needs to visit.
She got the wig and she just said, "Oof."
But I think all her confessional hair.
She looks gorgeous. She needs to go visit Heavenly.
Yeah,
she needs to visit Heavenly and get some of those hats with the wig sewed in.
Yes, Antonio.
Not that Michael Myers wig. Antonio, y'all are so rude.
No wonder she want to kill Kyle.
Right. But other than the wig, only thing I didn't like, Erika thinks she's somebody that's really tough when she was like, bitches trying to talk shit.
Look, her head has gotten so big for somebody facing federal charges. You can't tell that girl that she ain't somebody. She thinks she's running this season, and she's nothing of the sort.
No.
Even on Twitter, after the reunion, she's like, well, we got 4 parts because of me. Because of me. I'm like, oh, girl, can someone lock this bitch up? Where's Kamala? Someone lock her up.
Yeah, because she probably spends 2 of those episodes saying I can't talk about
it. Just an hour.
Erika.
Oh.
Keep up, Cortez.
Child, that's when I lost I was an episode. I don't know who's talking. I was just like, oh, okay. I had
this is me.
To be if you look at it. Danny keep yawning, child. That episode was a snooze fest to me.
Crystal was also being fake. Crystal was being super fake.
You got definitely. So we gonna skip past the pool area.
Oh, Crystal. Hold on. What
had thing going on?
In the pool, real quick with Crystal.
Go ahead.
You could tell Crystal is not happy
at all
that Erika spoke to Sutton.
Yeah.
When Sutton was saying that, Crystal had a face like.
Because Sutton was saying, I don't know if the door is open or cracked or unlocked, but I'm hopeful. Oh, Crystal was sitting there like.
But you know what?
That's why at the dinner later she said,
and I
love spending time with you.
Apologize because once she started talking to her, she was just like, well, I guess I apologize to a follower like she is. Crystal, what's her name? Mingkok follower.
And that was so random because I'm like, you and Sutton haven't beefed in 15 episodes, girl. What are you apologizing for now?
So old.
For still carrying a beef.
Okay, Sutton doesn't think about you, baby. You seem to be the one invested.
Sutton really doesn't.
You don't think Sutton's trying to get to the bottom of this case.
So Antonio says Crystal can go. Kyra says she only made up because Erika did, but hey,
I agree with Kyra.
I love Crystal making up with Sutton. Why? Well, the reason why I'm asking this is
it's strategic.
What would make her make up with Sutton now? Nothing.
When she was so gung-ho.
It was just 2-3 weeks ago that she was talking to the other girls, and she was talking to Sutton, saying that Erika wants an apology, and it's she was so team Erika, but it's when Erika apologizes. Yeah,
she told Sutton, she said the door is closed. Erika is not interested in a friendship. She was the one that said that. I'm like, girl, you hung out with Erika 2 times. Now all of a sudden you're the spokesperson.
Yeah.
And she saw it. She's so team Mean Girls until she doesn't know that they flip at a second. They flip at a second to make themselves look good. And so now she's like, oh shit, well I guess I got to keep up 2 girls.
I did enjoy the little moment with Crystal jumping on top of Garcelle. I thought that was funny and cute.
Crystal is fun when she is away from those other women. When she's with Garcelle, it seems like Garcelle brings out her playfulness. I think she genuinely likes Garcelle. Sutton by proxy, because Sutton and Garcelle are thick as thieves. But Crystal's just fake. I can't get with that. I thought that she was going to be this girl.
This episode.
She says that.
Have you stolen?
Real Housewives of Beverly Hills knows how to move on. Do they?
For the episode.
That's Vanderpump.
Because even the apology that was given to Sutton, you had Erika in the confessionals, and of course the confessionals are filmed later. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
Erika's
you
like,
had
I'm
in a
not moving
confessional saying,
forward.
I don't want to ruin the trip. Like, you have ruined many dinners, many
Everything
trips,
this season.
many everything else. So it's
You've
just
ruined
like,
people's lives by
right.
spending
So
$20 million.
why is this trip in San Diego, an hour and a half away, different? I'm just saying, girl, you're not
probably because Kathy Hilton said, "Don't start your fucking shit." Not on my trip.
Kathy said, "I can buy you and sell you."
And sell you, bitch.
Ever said that, I would die. If she ever said, "Put in my trip," I would fall out.
I know Kathy be talking to folk like that too. I know Kathy talks crazy to people. I know it.
Yeah, probably the lady that she couldn't. And I want to talk
exactly,
about
the
lady.
Exactly.
Kristen ain't did shit since the party, but she ain't. She hasn't. She's kind of been a coach.
And the only reason those leather pants are iconic is because Sutton brought up the leather pants.
And they're still ugly. Okay,
they're still ugly.
Actually,
I think they were ugly on her.
I thought they were kind of cute. Actually,
I think she looked kind of cute. I mean, Crystal's. Crystal can't look ugly. Crystal can't look ugly. Crystal is a beautiful girl with an ugly soul.
Actually, I don't think
she needed to take that up with her therapist.
I think Crystal, even when she's plain, is pretty.
Oh, of course. Crystal's beautiful. That's a face card that doesn't decline.
If she really didn't want to make up, I just don't. It don't. It's like what would trigger her to want to make up with Sutton? All of a sudden, what would make her want to suddenly?
And mind you, in the confessionals, Crystal has said many times, "I have nothing for her. I have nothing for her."
Oh,
Crystal
yeah.
said that in confessionals
even after
many
all
times.
that.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
She's called Sutton awkward. When Garcelle said, "I think Sutton's found her voice," Crystal said, "Yeah, and her voice is awkward." Like, girl, that unprovoked. 10 episodes after y'all made up the last time. Like, girl.
I do love at the pool how Sutton said, "Now that's a violation."
Oh, yes. And Garcelle ran with it. I love the two of them together because they see each other. Crystal didn't have shit to say there.
They said Kyle told her to apologize. Was it?
Kyle don't give a shit. Kyle was still collecting that rent check. She didn't care if Crystal apologized or not.
But I believe Kyle told her that.
I don't. There ain't a good bone in Kyle's body.
If it didn't work a while back when she should have made up with her, they really had no issue from the last time they talked to they were actually okay. And maybe we would probably still like her more because then we would have got the alliance that we deserved. But because of the issue she had with Sutton, and I guess because Erika had an issue with Sutton, she allowed it to whatever, and that's to apologize. Girl, it's too late.
Now she looks stupid.
And
now she's sitting at the dinner looking stupid.
Apologize.
Right. Kyle is producing. It's so obvious. It's like, I hate watching it. I don't like that at all.
I got to see the end if she got a producer credit.
Okay, where's her name on the Emmy credits when they get nominated for Best Reality?
Okay.
Because you know Erika's being nominated. I can already see it.
Oh,
she has my vote.
Yeah, I agree because she's being. And I said that they want to look good for optics.
Kyle is not dumb. Kyle knows how to. She's been on there 10, 11 seasons. She knows how to make TV. It's the other women that don't know how Kyle operates yet, that allow themselves to play into that bullshit, and then they end up looking like a fucking fool. They have all come and gone, and Kyle remains for whatever fucking reason. And now that Kathy's there, Kyle ain't going anywhere.
Oh, they cut me. Not for whatever reason. So the
for
game
whatever reason.
The Never Have I Ever. This is actually some shade. And I'm glad everybody caught the shade. I think everybody caught the shade, but they actually, Dorit and them actually saved her from the shade by drinking as well. Because the first Never Have I Ever was Never Have I Ever Stolen Anything.
Garcelle's so messy for that.
And I'm just like, Garcelle, ooh, Jesus.
Like, seriously, of all the questions.
I mean, come on, Garcelle.
I know
that's why I like.
She said, "This is it, bitch. This
Garcelle
is
shady.
This is shady."
No, the part that got me was during the game was when Erika was saying, "Shut up" about the guy with the pegging somebody.
That was so random.
But after a while, she was talking to Sutton. You got to shut up.
Oh yeah.
And Sutton's face, she sat there and said,
"You need to shut the fuck up. You need to shut the fuck up."
Look, but through that entire game, Erika reminds me of the friend that really talks a big game about her sex life.
Oh,
but they be having the most bland vanilla sex. You a goddamn you've been with Tom 25 years.
World.
Tom letting you fuck anal
20-some years.
That was me. Kyra's reaction was me.
I screamed.
I screamed.
I did too.
No Garcelle, but do it.
I feel like with her, like, you know damn well half of it's not true because Tom ass is old as rocks. So I mean, come on now. He ain't been he ain't been having sex in the damn now. You know what? Maybe the hospital, because I'm sure he visits there a lot. But as far as the
according to her, she has. He had surgery, his eye exploded, his ankle was fucked up. So
spleen ruptured.
Maybe that's what she just had sex with him recently then.
But like every question she was drinking, I was like, girl, come on, what haven't you done? Like, please go sit down.
I can't stand that friend that's always like,
always,
I ain't got no more to drink. I ain't got no more to drink. Girl,
never have I ever.
You could ask a question. I died and went to heaven.
Girl, I would be like, maybe we should have a piece of bread. You can calm down a little. But this line, Jamie, was your line, my line. See, somebody put it in there too, where she said, because I want to have it on the screen, but basically it was where Sutton said, I'd have a lot of rage if I lost all my money too.
Boom. Thanks, Sutton.
I was like, now, Sutton, this is what you've been wanting to say, but I wish you would have said it, to her back when she was, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
Sutton earned her diamond.
I don't think that I've mentioned this, but that confessional of Sutton when she said that with the side swoop, long blonde hair and that little red, she looks gorgeous. I love that little confessional look for Sutton.
So little.
She's very Southern demure.
They over here praising Sutton.
Say Megan.
In the group chat, they were reading Sutton, calling her legs peg legs. They said she had little dots.
No, I said they look like golf clubs.
Golf clubs. They were talking about her legs. And I forgot to mention, I definitely was hollering when they were trying to get her up the stairs.
She was upside down.
She literally was. I didn't know if they were trying to get her down or get her up. Because I was like, what is you trying to do?
And bitch, none of the ladies got up to help. They were like, oh, wait, hold on. Where's Sutton?
Right. She was just, I'm like, this lady is like, what, 50-something? Antonio said drumsticks.
Antonio, please get off the chat. Please.
They had
y'all are wrong.
Looking like a pretzel.
Like a flamingo.
She was just
y'all are so wrong. And then when she got up on the boat, she just laid in Garcelle's lap like.
That's real. You know what? I've learned in the world is not as handicap accessible as you think it is. Like everything is clearly. I was like, well, how was if I had like more of an issue to where I couldn't do nothing? I'm like, how the hell would I get around? Because luckily I got a little ankle issue. I mean, I can do a little something, but certain people, if I couldn't move, I was rolling Ray. I don't know how I would do some of these things because there is not a ramp everywhere.
You would have found a way.
Right, child.
If anybody's gonna find a way, it would have been you.
Miss Toller.
Miss Toller. She a judge.
She has nice legs. She is an elderly lady.
Stop.
She's actually young.
No, but I'm saying, well,
younger than the other ladies.
She's in her 40s.
Yeah. Y'all don't do that to my girl. Please don't do that.
When I saw her age the other day, I was like,
well, she hasn't had any plastic surgery like the rest of them. Remember, Kyle looked like a sack of nickels before she got her face done.
Maybe Sutton should invest.
Stop that. Don't do that.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Not
she should get that stuff that Sheree got. Like just a little bit of the Juvederm and the little bit of the cool sculpting.
I definitely thought Sutton was up maybe like 55.
In the 50s.
Y'all are so wrong. Sutton, if you're watching the lean, I love you and would love for you to come on.
We love you, Sutton.
She is not taking you to see Elton John, so leave that alone.
Right.
It's okay. Right. Elton invited me.
Child,
I'm gonna buy the ticket.
He wouldn't invite you either. And that pretty much was it. Like, Sutton did have a moment with Kathy where she was kind of crying. Because she was just like, I feel so bad because that was my friend. I'm just like, you don't really know Erika. Nobody really knows Erika like that. So
yeah. I laugh when Kathy's comforting people because in my mind, I feel like Kathy is like in her mind, what the hell do I do here? Do I pat her? Do I just?
Do you remember that meme of it has that person with the broom trying to comfort the person throwing up on the floor? That's Kathy.
Oh, yeah.
Like, here, there, girl. Keep your head up.
That's true.
But I feel like Kathy actually likes Sutton.
Oh, Kathy's genuine. Kathy likes. I think Kathy likes all the girls except Dorit.
I want to ask y'all a question because
I've
seen people talk about Kathy, and I'm starting to like Now some people are saying that they're kind of getting tired of Kathy's act. So you remember back when she was talking about Paris playing a character for TV? Well, they feel like maybe Kathy is doing the same, and she's not as oblivious or like blundish as she perceives. And some of the things that, like I said, I know last week we talked about her not going to Garcelle's dinner, but even like the comment when she was like, when Garcelle was like, have anybody ever felt alone or whatever? And she was like, I have. Just some comments she's made. The whole comment, the thing about when she referred to her employee as the lady. Things like that. Like, how do y'all feel about these things as it relates to Kathy? I mean, I still love her, but sometimes we be like,
Well, the Hiltons did not get as rich as they are by being stupid or not knowing how to play the media. I don't think that Kathy is this mastermind that has put on an entire facade. I think she's probably playing it up a little bit. I mean, we've seen flashes of that. Like when she sat at the dinner, she was like, we're not doing this. Like Kathy Hilton is, and if you remember at the beginning of the season, there were rumors that Kathy and Lisa Rinna had gotten into it. That there were words exchanged because of what Rinna had said about Kim. And Kathy don't play about Kim. But that hasn't made it to the air yet. I think that has some validity. But there were also rumors outside of the show long before she even came on that Kathy ain't that hospitable to her help.
I heard that too.
That the Hiltons are just as rich as they come, and they treat people that way too.
Yeah,
I'm agreeing with this comment here. I mean, Kathy is not even though she's been in a lot of scenes, a lot of episodes, she's not she's not a main cast member. So I don't care if she's being fake, phony, real. I don't care if it's an act because I'm not required to know her true self.
I don't care.
She's not a housewife.
She's a friend of the show.
She's a friend of the show. So I mean, and to be honest, everything she's given me, it's been comedic gold to me. It's been the season needed it.
Yeah. Okay. Now, unless it comes out that she's pure trash and like abusive or racist, okay, but I can stand her being a stuck-up rich white lady because I mean, this is what these women are. Like,
what do you expect?
What do you expect?
I mean, it's very, we love the show Devious Maze, child. I mean, honestly, they don't know their help name either. I'm just saying.
She very gets that.
And that's a show, but I mean, it exists. It's real. You know what I'm saying?
I bet Kathy Hilton is the redhead lady on that show. The main lady.
What's her name? What's my girl name?
I can't remember. The one who's made Muddy Soul was her maid. I haven't watched it in forever.
What's her
name?
If
y'all haven't seen Devious Maids, viewers,
Evelyn,
y'all need to go to Google right now. Evelyn. I can guarantee Kathy Hilton is
they have got to watch that show.
Devious Maids is a
show. I watched it.
That is a show.
I mean, I basically watched it for the whole month of like August, but
I remember that.
Yes, so that's why, like, when I saw the comment, like, my boyfriend was like, "That is so rude. You didn't need to know your person's name," and I'm just like, "Well, we watch TV's Maze Day."
Not that being your reality.
It happened. It ain't happening to me. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Because you're gonna know my name.
Correct. Well, first I'm not gonna be cleaning your house, so that's number one.
You barely clean your own house.
Yeah. That's why your arm is hurting over there.
Stop.
That's why I need to kind of hit your arm.
Stop that.
Hold on, let me send this link over here. We'll allow a few calls to come in today.
Maybe it ain't nothing to talk about.
It's gonna be short, and it will be short.
This episode was a filler.
It was a filler right before.
See who
they could have had an hour and a half episode last week and spared us.
What happened?
They could have had an hour and a half episode last week and just spared us. Just put these two episodes together. We would have.
Oh, no, I didn't see Garcelle crying for another 10 minutes. I'm sad at it. I've had enough of that. A lot of people were talking about the reunion and how basically they did the reunion before the episode came out. But if you do know, Housewives, they do watch episodes in bulk at the end, so they're going to talk about it. It's just that they won't be able to. They won't be able to respond and give their reactions to how we felt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so
because it's new.
Yeah, because
if anything,
but I'm
their
sure
reactions.
The REIT saying, I am not a racist or whatever she gonna say, because I know that narrative is gonna be looked at in that moment. Just because of her comments about the help and her comments towards what's her name, Garcelle. But I really wish it would have filmed after last episode, because they would have, the effect of the fans would have really hit them, in my opinion.
No,
I agree.
The reunion. Yes, Kyle, I did hear that about Erika, and I talked about that at the beginning. But yes, I did hear that the most of the reunion is actually Andy and Erika fighting. We have one person to join. It's going to be a quick call before we lean out, and I think it is. Wait, who is it? Actually, no, it's two. Hey, Em, welcome to the lean.
Hi. I think this is my first time I ever spoke.
Okay.
Hi.
So I just wanted to say, like, I really do not like Kathy. I know a lot of people are like, oh, she's like this like eccentric white woman or whatever. But the truth is, like, her and her family, they do have a history of like racism. Like, one of the comments is Paris back in the day, she was at a nightclub with Vin Diesel, and the whole night they were like kissing and they were on each other. And the second they walked out, she saw him in like, regular light, not in the dark. And she was like, no, I'm not into black guys. And it's just been these subtle comments like throughout the years. So like, as much as you guys love Kathy, I do think she's playing a role. I think it's quite smart. But the truth is, it's also like distasteful, because you have money doesn't mean you're allowed to be that like, vulgar in attitude, like not knowing the people working for you, and and the way she even like, I don't think she likes any of these women. I think it's like, I don't know if the Hiltons are coming out with like a makeup brand or a skincare brand or something, and they need this exposure. But I truly believe Kathy don't like any of these people. That includes her sister. I think
she hates Kyle.
Yeah, she hates Kyle, especially the Kim situation. But like, no, she does not like any of these people, and I think her like ever since her and her daughter did this Netflix thing, where her daughter had this cooking show and she has this show, there has been, if you go online, there has been like Hiltons everywhere.
Yeah.
They're like, you've been seeing them online doing interviews for like Vogue and all that stuff, and I'm like, are they coming up with something?
They're the original Kardashians. They know how to work. And I will say, Em, you have a very lovely voice. Like,
you
do.
Now, next time you call in, I don't know. There's a lot of M. Only M I know is from James Bond. So I'm like, who is M?
Oh, my name is so long. You don't need to know it.
That's okay. Well, thank you for calling.
Can't read, so
continue to call
in. Come back next week.
Appreciate that. I'm glad you're joining, because that's why I brought that topic up, and I'm glad that there was a different opinion. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
I enjoyed that.
All right. Actually, child, it's the whole list. This queue just got really long. So we're gonna let in Tyrone. Hey, Tyrone.
Hey. What's going on?
We actually get to see someone.
Yeah, I'm gonna show my face.
I know. Somebody got videos and stuff. What's up?
I had to throw my hat on because I ain't got my hair cut and everything.
That's okay.
But I'm gonna talk about, what's her name, Kathy?
Yeah.
The comments are not on her side.
I honestly feel like she moved like a rich woman. Like I was saying in the comments earlier, she had, or a few episodes or whatever it was, she had made a comment to her sister like, who is she, your boss? And even with just this past episode, I think it was this episode, where she just got up and was like, hey y'all, I'm about to go get a back rub or go walk my dog or whatever. She just got the fuck up. Got up or whatever. So I feel like she just moved. It's very dismissive. And whether it's right or wrong, I don't know. I don't care for it. But I think she's just used to being privileged and just moved as such.
Yeah. I think that's very valid. Like, when you have a certain level of wealth and you're used to certain people catering to you, particularly she's done that for 40 years of her life. Like, you do, it's like second nature. So why would you act any differently? Like, this is just how you used to act.
And you're gonna do what you want when you want.
Okay, and ain't nobody gonna move me.
Right.
Anything else you want to add to Tyrone?
No, that was it.
Okay.
Thank you, Tyrone.
They didn't give you your opinion. I see you on PlayStation 5, child.
Okay.
I
Bye.
do agree. I do buy Megan's comment that said I do.
Okay. Yeah, this what in the world is it? It must be a busy day.
It's Kathy's name.
Let's
No, so
Kathy's name.
now Kathy done brought the people out. So now
Okay.
we have
But I'm gonna leave out.
we had M,
One
now we
second.
got A. Hey.
Come on, initials.
Welcome to the league.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
we can.
ma'am.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, I've been meaning to come live here for a while, but I just haven't had the opportunity. I love you guys so much. I just wanted to say about Garcelle. Like I heard that she got into a fight with Lisa Rinna because Lisa said something about race, and it got really heated. And also, I wanted to say that I think the only person that Kathy really decently likes is Garcelle, because she's always I've noticed that she's always commenting, and she just gave. I don't know if it was her. That's the thing. I don't know if it's her on social media, but Garcelle came to the event like last week with Paris and Kim, and she wrote like a long paragraph saying thank you, Garcelle, for showing us around. So I think Garcelle is one of those people that she's really close to in the cast. I'm not saying she's close to everybody else, but I think Garcelle's one of them.
Yeah, I think that.
She definitely hasn't shown that she is anything other than like interested in pursuing a friendship with Garcelle. Like she's been always polite, very nice, very amiable. She's drugged Dorit a few times, so we know who she don't like in the cast.
Yeah.
Charles is right with that comment, so I think
I
that's
just didn't
another
know.
thing.
Okay. Well, thank you for calling in, A. We're gonna let you go. And is this your first time calling in, or have you called in before? I think you said it's your first time.
Yeah, I usually watch the show like tomorrow, like when I'm driving to work, so I'm like listening.
Oh.
So but I never catch you all live. So it's good.
Well, we're happy to have you.
Bye.
Well, thank you for doing a live show and actually calling in too. I'm gonna actually like I asked M now. What's your name?
My name is Anna.
Okay.
Hi,
Okay,
Anna.
Okay, Anna. Well, thank you for calling in. Okay?
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
All right. What's going on and look now? Y'all gonna wait out there and look.
I told Jamie I'm finna lean out.
Welcome to the league again, Quinn. How are you?
Hey, Quinn.
You did video this time.
How are you? Yes.
We're good.
I just have two things to say, really.
Go ahead.
Sorry, my phone is acting up. Well, first, Erika being nice, I didn't like it just because it wasn't necessarily trying to smooth things over, but there was a power play in it. Just because you can see it's like love bombing. Like I'll attack you, I'll kill you, everything but a child of God. But then on my time, then I'll be nice and sweet and smooth things over. Not because I actually want to apologize to you, but because I can just warm you up so the next time I attack, you'll be caught off guard again. So yeah. I didn't like that. And then with Garcelle, that shade she threw about never have I ever stolen something. I was like, honestly, Garcelle, you don't need to be direct anymore. You can throw all the shade you want, because that's the thing that Beverly Hills is missing, because they get so offended by shade and that they have to have a whole conniption about it. I'm like, why do you think Potomac succeeded so much in that last episode? Because there's just shade being thrown from everybody in all directions, except for Karen, who was hallucinating. I'm like, honestly, Garcelle, show them how it's done with shade, because you're witty enough to do it.
I love it. Love it.
I completely agree. I mean, and that's why Garcelle is where she is now. That's why they couldn't take her, because she is a shady person. But to them, it's like she's coming at them, and she's, you know what I'm saying? So that is what they're missing, in my opinion. But I don't know, child.
The white ladies don't know how to take or give shade.
They don't.
At all.
They don't. But that's all I had to say. I didn't have anything else extra. This episode's kind of filler for the most part.
It was very filler.
Very filler.
Thank you for calling in and leaning in again. And
nice to see you, Quinn.
Nice to actually see you, too.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Uh-oh. He was saying something.
Oh, not you cut the people off.
Everybody get 20 seconds.
No.
You're very Andy
That's
Cole
the
with the
problem. Danny,
situation.
look at Danny. Don't listen to Danny. All right, so coming in, we have Damasio. Did I pronounce that right?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes.
Is it Damasio?
It's Demisio.
Hey, Demisio.
Come on, Demisio.
I don't recognize the name, so welcome.
Fine. I wanted to say first off, before I say what I had to say about the show, I want to say Cortez and Jamie, I love y'all laugh. Y'all make it extra funny. So I wanted to say that.
Thank you.
Now, what I wanted to say is first of all,
I think you offended Jamie. Go ahead. It's okay. We don't like Jamie. No, go ahead.
Oh, I wasn't trying to offend you. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you didn't offend me at all.
I was.
Go on. Tell me how much you love me.
Go ahead, Demisio. We too much.
I wanted to say that I wish Garcelle would just come out of her shell, like he was saying last time, and just go ahead and give it to the girls. Just give them all the shade because they deserve it. First of all, let's get that clear. Half of them, except maybe Kathy and Kyle. And I wish at that dinner last episode, she would have really gave it to Lisa. Because, girl.
Oh, yes, God.
Mm-hmm.
She did not try to get her point across to their ass. She should have just told them. Like, listen, you know what I'm saying? And I was glad that Kathy stuck up for her and told Dorit to shut the hell up. And I am usually here for Dorit. She serves fashion. I like Dorit, but it's like this season she is giving off very much Karen. Very much Karen.
Because Dorit clicked down a little bit. She keeps clicking down.
Said this, but I do not like the way she mocks Garcelle's accent when they are talking.
Someone said that last week, I believe.
That's bad with her.
It irritates my entire soul. And I do feel like Kyle genuinely likes Garcelle. I do think that. Maybe I'm wrong, but from what
you are.
No.
You are.
If you know, Jamie does not like Kyle. I mean,
yeah, I know he does.
So then you know his point is not valid.
Have never liked Kyle either. Kathy made Kyle likable, and then it's like, then she started doing the bullshit to Sutton. It's like, okay, here we go again, Kyle. Like, it's like you just made yourself not likable all over again, girl. Like, Kathy made you likable, and then you pulled the bull crap with Sutton. And I wish Sutton go ahead and give him what needs to be gave too. And I feel like she's kind of finding her voice a little bit now. I feel like at first, like she was scared, but now I think she see like Erika's just gonna attack you, girl. So it's just like you got to go and give it to her. Erika reached over there talking and was like, "I hear y'all talking." Sutton should have been like, "Okay," and
right.
Because I would have been like, "Okay, girl, what?" Because you being fake. And she needs to start calling them out more too. Like, girl, don't be fake nice to me, honey. If you don't like me, you need to stay on that side, boo boo. Don't
stand in it.
Like, if you don't like me, don't like me. Don't be being nice and no, don't do that. Don't be mixy. Don't be wishy washy. If you don't like me, you don't like me. Remember, I'm Miss Small Town, right? So you need to stay on that side. But that's really all. I'm just kind of ready for the reunion at this point. I'm tired of the episodes. It's like, can we get to the reunion? Like,
I completely agree. That's why I'm ready for next week and get this 4-part reunion over. And get through this season. I completely agree.
Right. What do you guys think? Because I seen on the internet they said that a lot of the reunion is Erika and Andy fighting with each other. So
that's what Cortez had said.
Yeah,
somebody needs to drag Andy. That's sissy.
And he should keep the same energy he keeps with the other women that he gets into it with like that. So, but he's not probably. We'll see.
He won't.
We'll see. Demisio, I'm about to let you go. I got 2 more people to get on, and we only got like 7 more minutes on the live. Okay, but thank
you for calling in
and continue to call in.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. All right. We have Danny, Taurus son.
Danny, ready to pass out.
Yeah, Danny's sleepy now. Hello.
Hi, guys. Hello.
Hi, Taurus.
I've seen your name in the comments before. This is your first time calling?
Yes, this is.
Okay. Welcome to the lean.
Thank you. I just want to say you guys are very handsome. It's good to see some melanin on this YouTube streets doing these reviews.
Melanated. Understand?
Melanated. I'm sorry, girl. I'm sorry.
Jamie is not native. Okay.
Melanin Fiona.
Well, no, he's the complexion of one of my twin boys. One of them is chocolate, and one of them is fair skinned. So he's still quite good.
Okay.
So I just want to say I think it was an okay. I'm ready for the reunion, but I kind of want LVP to come back because I think she would have checked Erika.
Oh, she would have.
Oh, baby, please. She would have
called
actually
Radar
said
Online
that she didn't want to film with her and not film with her. That would have been
absolutely.
LVP.
LVP is good for not filming.
Yes, I think that would have been very nice. But I don't want to keep you guys. I know it's nighttime, but thank you guys for having me on. I appreciate it, and I'll continue to listen and support the show.
Thank you,
Taurus.
We appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Okay, and then the last person to call in, because after this, there will be no more call-ins. This was actually the most call-ins in one show, which I love, because, I mean, it helps make this easy for us, too. And guess who it is, y'all?
Is it Kyra? Is it?
It's Kyra. Welcome to Kyra.
Hi, it's been a long 2 days. I miss you all, and I love Jamie. Just to give him that extra bit.
I love you too.
Nothing about Kathy makes Kyle more likable. The only thing that happened was that Kathy made fun of Kyle. That's the only thing that happened. Okay, that is the only thing that happened. Nothing. Yeah. No. This episode was weird. I don't think it was obviously as dramatic. It just had a lot of WTF moments. I don't really know the strategy. I'm confused, girl. You can't change your strategy the last episode, the episode before the last. I do not I do not understand. And also the whole thing, there is no issues with her saying she feels remorseful or she's hoping the victim, because this is a civil case. Tom is not even being charged criminally. This is some rich white people stuff. Everyone is being civilly charged to get the money back. That is what happened. The biggest thing that's happened to Tom is that he has been disbarred. Everyone is fine. The biggest note coming for her is the fact that she ran her business the way she ran her business. So maybe, a couple years, the IRS man might be knocking. Then she might be sitting behind the bars, and then patting the puss.
Behind the bars.
Behind the bars. So that's like the only thing. I think Sutton had me cackling in her confessionals. I think Sutton also changed her strategy where she sat back and she let the women talk to her. And then in confessionals, she was like, alleged. What? This was such the weirdest episode of all. I do not understand what is gone, Erika. There is no way her lawyers, she's not talking to anyone. Her lawyers have told her to not come on this season, and regardless, her lawyers would have told her to not say anything, okay? That means she would not be opening up her mouth and offering up information that no one asked about. But she is.
Look. You can't. She gave everybody the ammo that they needed to talk about, and now they're mad they're talking about the ammo that she gave them.
So she volunteered the lies and got mad that they called her out on the lies.
On the lies.
Because she wasn't keeping up with her lies.
She needs to keep a diary.
I don't know. I don't know what's happened. Yes, Crystal's being fake. She's only being obviously nice to Sutton because Erika. I don't know if Erika was trying to smooch up to people and show them her good side again because she says she's broke. Because as we know, Sutton might be Calvin Hilton rich. Sutton, hedge fund, $2 trillion, had a seat at the Met Gala since the 90s rich. That's how rich Sutton. That's how rich Sutton is. So I don't know if she coping. I don't
She
know.
wants to take Sutton up on that offer again to borrow
money.
Yeah.
She said, "You got $20 million, Sutton."
Well, Sutton said that would have been hard, but Sutton was lying because Sutton didn't want to tell nobody how much money she got. That's why on the internet he owns us $2 million, but you bought a house for $5 million and then you're renovating the whole thing. That don't even make no sense.
Baby.
Well,
Sutton money long.
Kyra, we're about to get ready to lean out because we have read our hour. Thank you for calling in again. And we will see you soon, I'm very sure.
See you Monday.
Maybe Sunday, child.
Have a nice evening.
All right.
Bye, sweetie.
Right, bye.
So yeah, thank everybody for joining the show today. A lot of new callers today. We had Quinn, Natara's son, Anna, Demisio. Did I say Quinn? Tyrone. So if you called into you called in today, thank you. Especially those that said that myself and Danny were their favorites, or we were pretty, or
No, they said
something like that.
they said you and
they
me.
They didn't say me. They said you and Jamie.
You and me.
Oh.
Actually, 2 people said me.
But they said me though,
you.
right?
2 people said me. 2.
That's why I stay quiet.
That's crazy.
During that caller.
No,
maybe if you smiled more.
No, don't. Whatever. Thank y'all for calling in.
Yes,
it's been a really great show. If you watch Salt Lake City, we're gonna clump up the last 2 episodes, the last week's episode and next week's episode together on Sunday live, and next week Potomac on Monday as well. Y'all have a good rest of y'all lovely Wednesday, and don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. Don't be a hater in 2021. You have a good night. Richards. Thank y'all again, and we will see y'all. Look at Danny. Look at Danny. Get out of here.
Press that button. I'm sleeping.
Bye, y'all.